Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you want to learn more about MATLAB, then please subscribe to our channel. In this video, we will learn how to solve a variable based equation using MATLAB. So we all know that we can solve the equations in MATLAB, like if we have a equals to 10 and b equals to 20 and c equals to a plus b. So it can easily give us 30. But what if our equation consists some variable like a equals to 10x plus 20y? So it will give us error here, but there is a way to solve even such kinds of equation in MATLAB. So in this video we'll be looking at that. So what we have to do, we have to define some sim variable first, like as our variables are x and y, so we'll be defining x and y as sim variables. It is sims. Okay, so now x and y is created as sim variables in our workspace. We can use these variables to form any equation like a equals to 10x plus 20y. So this will become a equals to 10x plus 20y, and a will also become a sim variable. So now we can manipulate this equation, we can add, subtract, do various kind of stuff over there. So let us do some more complex things. So let me define variable omega t that we use various places, this mostly in electrical engineering. So let omega t is our variable, and we have a matrix which is basically a sine and cos based matrix. So okay, let A be this matrix. So A is sine omega t cos omega t minus cos omega t sine omega t, and we want to know the inverse of this matrix. Then we will simply put inverse of A. Let me define it as another variable B. So B will become the inverse of matrix A, but it looks quite complex to us. So here is a way to reduce the length or breadth of this matrix B. So we can simplify this equation using the command simplify. So now B is sine omega t minus cos omega t cos omega t sine omega t, which is the inverse of A. So in this way we can use any equation, we can put it in MATLAB and solve it. So let us try having some more complex equation. So I will be using the command window here. So I have created a .m file named equate.m, and I will be using this .m file to create some variables. So let us first do this, and let me define some variables as sims, which we'll be using for creating equations. So it is basically the voltage in D and Q frame, positive and negative voltages in D and Q frame, and similarly the currents. So these are the voltages and currents in D and Q frame, positive voltages and negative voltages, negative current, positive current, along with a variable omega t, that is the angle at which our vector is rotating. So if we want to get the positive and negative voltage and current in A, B, C coordinate, so we can always, alpha beta coordinate, we can always transform using the transformation matrix. We can always transform any D and Q component into alpha and beta component. So we will be using those equations here. So these are the equations for transforming D and Q components into alpha and beta component. So these are alpha beta positive components of voltage, alpha beta negative components of voltage, then for currents. So we can run and check this. Let me run it. Okay, so we got all our components here, alpha beta positive and negative current. Similarly for voltage, then D and Q component, the omega t, that is the angle at which vector is rotating. So now we want to calculate the three-phase power. What will be the three-phase power for an unbalanced system which has some positive as well as negative voltage and currents? Let me write the equation for power. So this is the equation for the active power, where active power is equal to V alpha positive into I alpha positive, V beta positive into I beta positive, and so on. So you can refer to any standard textbook for getting the equation for active power. So now we want to see this, what this comes up to in the terms of VQ positive in D and Q frame basically. So let me run it. So here we got the equation of power, active power in D and Q frame. You can see that it is not depending on V alpha and V beta frame, but on D, it is in D and Q frame. But it is quite big and quite complex, so again we will be simplifying it using the simplify command. Okay, now it looks good, but it is not soothing to our eyes, so we can use this command pretty. Now we can look at the equation, and we can see that it has separated the DC components, ID and VDN by 2, ID and VDP by 2, as well as the 2 omega components in our equation. So all these equations are dependent on 2 omega. So this is cos 2 omega term and this is sin 2 omega term. So this way we can simplify our equations that are dependent on some variable. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel.